You got into a relationship, everything is just perfect, full of excitement and newness. But somewhere along the line, things begin to feel a little different. There might be some tension, perhaps a little misunderstanding. Resentment builds up. Before you know it, one small crack turns into an irreversible damage.
I tried so hard to make it work. Why did she leave me?
I expect him to keep me happy and satisfy all my needs. Isn't that how a relationship's supposed to work?
We may have acted unconsciously and perhaps having a level of expectations of our partner which they simply cannot fulfill. Here are the 7 deadly sins that could easily ruin a healthy relationship.
Am I not your girlfriend already? Who are you looking at?
Number 1, jealousy. In other words, am I not good enough? Maybe your partner mentions someone from work a bit too often, or they smile at a stranger for half a second longer than you'd like. Before you know it, you're feeling that knot in your stomach. This knot in your stomach, it's jealousy, a little green-eyed monster that often seems to creep up uninvited. Jealousy often comes from a fear of losing someone or feeling inadequate. The tendency for most people is to fix the external appearances, like making ourselves look prettier, pack on more muscles, or try to say the nicest things to win their hearts, all to compensate for that feeling of inadequacy. But those things aren't sustainable. To truly resolve jealousy, learn to build a strong sense of self-worth by recognizing your own value. Work on being a kind and caring person who is compassionate and understanding. These are the inner qualities that will shine through. When you know you're worthy, it won't bother you as much if someone doesn't see the value in you. Have you ever seen a beautiful diamond beg for anyone's attention?
I am worried he'll leave me if I said something wrong.
Number 2, insecurity. In other words, the desire to be wanted. Insecurity whispers that you're not good enough, that your partner could do better, and that eventually they'll leave. When you let insecurity run rampant, it leads to constant reassurance seeking, clinginess, and an unending need for validation. The need for security and certainty is undeniably something we all crave because we want to feel safe. We want to know that we're valued, that our partner sees us as irreplaceable. But when we look for security and validation through external eyes, something which we have zero control over, we are setting ourselves up for failure and a lot of insecurities. Why then do we constantly seek validation from others? It's because it feels so good to be validated. It feels good to be reassured that we are needed. We would do everything in our power to make sure we act right, say the right things, and pretend to be someone we are not, just to keep the relationship going, providing this false sense of security. How exhausting is that? Here's the thing. True security comes from within. Practice self-affirmation by reminding yourself why you make a great partner. And remember, they chose you for a reason. A healthy relationship is built on 2 people who recognize their worth and choose to share their lives, rather than one person constantly seeking approval. When we feel secure inside, we no longer crave that external validation. Instead, we form a strong sense of self-worth and self-confidence, which is an attractive trait in any relationships.
She's clearly read my text. Why hasn't she replied yet?
Number 3, constant need for attention. In other words, my happiness is their responsibility. When we lack a sense of purpose in life, we often resort to the need for pleasure. We look for someone to hang out with, to fill the void of loneliness, and to provide that temporary dopamine high. The tendency is to demand your partner's undivided attention all the time, whether it's while they're at work, spending time with friends, or even during their much-needed me time. They are like the oxygen that you can't live without, which is suffocating and exhausting for them. Instead of constantly mining for their attention, take time to explore your own interests and discover the things that bring you joy. When you cultivate a sense of purpose, your life will be filled with so many things that you want to do, with or without your partner. It's okay if your partner is busy, because you have your own passion projects going on at the same time. Find joy pursuing your own hobbies, nurturing your friendships, and spending quality time alone. When you find fulfillment outside of the relationship, the attention you receive from your partner becomes a beautiful bonus rather than a desperate need. Not only does it make you more fulfilled, but it also makes you more interesting to your partner.
I don't like what you're wearing to tonight's dinner. Can you put on something else?
Number 4, the need to control. We try to control an outcome because we are worried that things wouldn't go our way if we don't dictate things down to the last detail. We like the feeling of being in control and that feeling of certainty. It usually manifests in different ways, like telling your partner what they can or can't do, monitoring their actions, or even making all the decisions without considering their opinion. It can be tempting to want to control things out of fear or anxiety, but this behavior ends up creating resentment and pushing your partner away. Instead of trying to control every little detail, learn to let go and trust. Trust that your partner can make good decisions for themselves and the relationship. Love is about two individuals choosing to be together, not one dictating how things should be. Letting go of control allows room for freedom, trust, genuine connection, and a whole lot of adventures. Know that the only thing you can control is how much you are willing to surrender and how much you are willing to trust in the perfect unfolding of things.
Why am I the one always taking the rubbish bin out? What does he do?
Number 5, resentment, the silent killer of relationships. Resentment stems from unmet expectations or feeling underappreciated. It builds when small grievances go unspoken. Maybe your partner forgot your birthday once, or they didn't thank you after you put in a lot of effort to help them, or for some trivial things which they are completely oblivious to. If these small frustrations go unaddressed, they often pile up and lead to bitterness. Instead of bottling up unresolved issues, reach out to communicate openly and honestly about your feelings. If something bothers you, talk about it as soon as possible, but do so in a kind, non-accusatory way. Instead of saying, "You never help out," try, "I feel overwhelmed when I do all the chores alone." Most of the time, you'll realize that it was never their intention to annoy you. They are simply unaware how it is affecting your feelings. Letting go of grudges is crucial, and to be able to forgive your partner is for your own peace of mind as much as it is for the health of the relationship. Addressing the little issues up front prevents them from becoming big problems.
Why can't you be more understanding? Why do I always have to clean up after you? And why can't you be a little more proactive around the house?
Number 6, constant negativity. No one likes a constant cloud of negativity hanging over a relationship. Being someone who complains about everything, focuses on what's wrong rather than what's right, or being perpetually pessimistic can drag down even the most positive partner. Constant negativity makes it difficult for both partners to enjoy the relationship even when there are many good things happening.
I need to tell him what he's done wrong. I can't just keep quiet.
Rather than pointing out what's wrong, try acknowledging what's going well. Say thank you instead, and make it a habit to practice daily gratitude. Each day, take a moment to appreciate what you love about your partner and your relationship. Celebrate the small wins and focus on the positives, even during difficult times. Because when you are appreciative of the good, the universe will deliver more for you to be thankful for. Also, positivity is contagious, and cultivating it will make your relationship a happier and a more uplifting space. Do you like someone who complains about you all the time, or would you rather someone who appreciates you?
Why is he still catching up with his ex? I am feeling a little uncomfortable about it. I don't know if I can trust him.
Number 7, doubting your partner. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. However, doubts and trust issues can erode even the strongest bond. Whether it's doubting your partner's loyalty or feeling insecure about their intentions, trust issues create constant tension and conflict. So how do you build trust with your partner? The universe always delivers a perfect match to who you are. If you are trusting of yourself and you desire someone who is trustworthy, the universe will match you up with someone of the same caliber. But if you don't trust yourself and you are constantly doubting someone's intention, guess what? The universe will deliver more reasons for you to be doubtful. If you need your partner to constantly reassure you that you can trust them, it is simply not sustainable. Instead of seeking reassurance from them, tune into your inner guidance. Know that you are worthy of the qualities you desire in a relationship. If you want to trust someone, you got to start with the person in the mirror. Here is a quick recap of the 7 deadly sins that can wreck a perfectly healthy relationship. Number 1, jealousy. Jealousy often stems from feeling inadequate or the fear of losing your partner. To overcome jealousy, focus on building your own self-worth and recognizing your unique values. Know that you are worthy without needing any external validation. Number 2, insecurity. Insecurity leads to constant reassurance seeking and a sense that you're not enough. Remember, real security comes from within. Practice affirmations and remind yourself that your partner chose you for a reason and that you're already enough. Number 3, constant attention seeking. Needing constant attention can be exhausting for both you and your partner. Instead, focus on finding fulfillment in your own hobbies and passions. A well-rounded life allows your partner's attention to be an enjoyable bonus instead of a desperate need. Number 4, the need to control. Trying to control every aspect of your relationship often leads to resentment. Instead, trust your partner to make good decisions and remember that love thrives when there's freedom and mutual respect. Number 5, resentment. Resentment builds when grievances go unspoken, turning small issues into big barriers. Practice open communication and let go of grudges. Speak up when something bothers you and always strive for understanding and forgiveness. Number 6, constant negativity. Constant negativity can make any relationship feel heavy and exhausting. Cultivate gratitude by focusing on the positives each day because positivity is contagious. By appreciating the good, you'll attract more reasons to be grateful. This helps create a joyful and exciting relationship. And finally, number 7, doubt. Doubting your partner's loyalty erodes trust and creates distance. To trust someone, you've got to start from within by believing in your own worth and tuning in to your inner guidance. When you trust yourself, you'll attract a relationship filled with mutual trust and respect. Every relationship has its ups and downs. However, bringing conscious awareness to these 7 deadly sins can make a world of difference. Relationships require work, understanding, and patience. It's about 2 people growing together, lifting each other up, and creating a space where both feel safe, respected, and loved. When we focus on cultivating a strong sense of self-worth and learn to truly appreciate ourselves and our partners, we create the foundation for a healthy, happy, and fulfilling relationship. It's all about trust, understanding, and supporting each other every step of the way. Be easy about it. Have fun with it. Your relationship will truly blossom when you nurture it with joy and wholeheartedness.